Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka and you're welcome to the Terrace Kitchen. In today's video, I'm going to show you the recipe of quick and easy plum cake without oven and without mold. So let's get started. Take a pan or a kadhai and to that add 2 tablespoons chopped cashew nuts, 2 tablespoons chopped almonds. So you can roughly chop the dry fruits and then add 1 tablespoon chopped walnuts, 2 tablespoon raisins. You can add a combination of regular raisins and the black ones, 2 tablespoon tutti frutti. You can add a little more tutti frutti if you like, 1 tablespoon candied cherry or karonda. Just roughly chop them and add. Next here I've got half cup orange juice. You can use fresh orange juice. I'm using the one that comes in a Tetra pack, but I'm using the one which does not have any added sugar. It's from Real brand. You can use any other brand, but it's not sweetened. I mean, it's sweet, but it has a natural sugar in it. Keep on low to medium heat and cook the dry fruits till you see all the orange juice has been absorbed and reduced. Transfer the dry fruits to a bowl and let them cool down. They look delicious. Now let's move to the next step and prepare sugar syrup, caramelized sugar syrup. Take a pan or a kadhai with heavy base and add 4 tablespoons sugar. Keep the flame between low to medium and let the sugar melt. Do not keep stirring the sugar, so let the sugar melt on its own, and when you see almost the entire sugar has melted, you can start mixing gently and cook till you get a nice caramel color. The sugar gets caramelized. Lower the flame and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of warm water. Be careful at this time. Switch off the flame and mix well. And then transfer this caramelized sugar syrup to another bowl and let it cool down. In today's video, I'm not going to use my OTG and not going to use any mold. So here I've got a pan. It's a saucepan. I'm greasing it with some oil. So you can take any 6 to 6.5 inch pan for this recipe. This is not non-stick. This is hard anodized. Now take half cup yogurt in a bowl and whisk it well. The yogurt is plain, that is, it does not have any added sugar or salt. After whisking, add powdered sugar. I'm adding 6 tablespoons powdered sugar, then 2 tablespoons milk powder. Milk powder would add a very nice rich taste. 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. 3 tablespoons oil. Make sure you use any flavorless oil. Do not use mustard, extra virgin or peanut oil. Then add 1/8 teaspoon green cardamom powder, 1/8 teaspoon nutmeg powder, 1/8 teaspoon cinnamon powder, and 1/8 teaspoon dried ginger powder. To measure 1/8, take your 1/4 teaspoon and take half of it. Mix till all the ingredients are well combined. Then add the prepared caramelized sugar syrup and mix well. Next add 1 cup all-purpose flour, half tablespoon cocoa powder. I'm using natural, you can use Dutch processed. 1 teaspoon baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. If you want, you can sift the dry ingredients first and use in this recipe. Now use a whisk and gently mix. Now gently mix and remove the lumps. We just need to remove the lumps and not whip or whisk the batter, so make sure you don't overdo that, otherwise your cake would not turn out good. Next add the cooked dry fruits. Gently fold the dry fruits in the batter. Use a spatula to do it. Our batter is ready and now I'm going to transfer it to the pan. If you use a steel pan, make sure it has a thick bottom and you line it with butter paper at the bottom as well as on the sides. Now finally some sliced almonds on top. So now I'm going to bake it directly on my gas stove. So first 5 minutes at low flame. If your gas stove has burners of different sizes, make sure you use the smallest one. Now cover and at low flame cook the cake for 5 minutes and immediately after 5 minutes place a tawa below it. You can use any type of tawa. It could be a non-stick tawa or iron tawa. Now cook the cake for 30 to 35 minutes at low flame, and after that insert a toothpick or a skewer or a knife and check whether the cake is done or not. If it comes out clean, that means your cake is done, otherwise you can cook it for a little longer. Now I'm going to cover this cake and let it cool down. The cake has turned out really nice and spongy, and you can see how well it has risen. Once the cake cools down, just tap the sides and run a knife around the edges. So first tap the sides like this. Run a knife around the edges. It would loosen the cake and it would come out very easily from the pan. Look at the beautiful color and texture of the cake. I mean, we haven't used any mold and the cake has turned out really beautiful. The cake is really spongy. Wow, you can see the dry fruits have not settled in the batter, they are evenly distributed, and the cake has turned out very moist and spongy. If you like this recipe, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Terrace Kitchen for more such wonderful recipes. Give this recipe a try and enjoy!